So welcome to Mallory Park for the 2025 Super Series Heats and Finals, brought to you by ATW. We have a fantastic day of racing ahead of us. We had the heats yesterday with the athletes competing in two waves, and today we have the finals. So our top qualifiers from yesterday, we have Izzy Hayes, Sophie Alden and Jess Fulliger, Betsy Griffiths, Lizzie Edge, Beth Cook and Tilly Anima, Lucy Peters, Olivia Mateus, Martha Carton-Seal and Isabella Price. And those are our top qualifiers, and on top of that we've got another 20 or so athletes who are going to be heading out there today and competing over this super sprint distance. They've got a 400 metre swim ahead of them, followed by a 10k bike, and then they're finishing off with a 2.5k run. So it's a deep water start for these athletes, and they're heading off to that first buoy you can see in the distance there, the circular buoy. It's around about a 200 metre straight to that first turn, and you can see they've gone off really quick here to try and get to that first turn. It's going to be tight going round there. Bear in mind, these are the top female athletes in the country here who are competing, and they really are not going to be hanging around to get to that first turn buoy. You can see here, it looks like there's probably a group forming at the front there of around about 5 athletes, with maybe one just behind there. And they're going to be competing hard to try and get out the water first. And as they approach the final turn buoy to the exit here, that yellow buoy, you can see that as they exit the water, there's a group of 6 athletes who have got a gap as they make their way into the transition area. So Tilly and Eva first to reach her bike and head out of the first transition. Going to be closely followed by Liv Mateus there and Sophie Alden. And it looks like it's Beth Cook and Izzy Hayes going to be following right behind. It looks like Jess Fulliger is actually going to be bringing up the rear of that group as they head out onto their bikes. So onto the mount line here. Tilly's away and gone. And then we've got Sophie Alden there in second place. And it looks like Sophie's got a bit of a problem with her bike there. It looks like she sort of missed a gear. And by the bottom of that first bend, it looks like 4 of them have actually broken away. And it looks like it's Beth Cook and Sophie Alden who have missed the gap there to that lead bunch. So here we've got the peloton chasing behind. This is the group. And bear in mind, in this group, we've got a lot of juniors here who are competing. This is a selection race for the seniors for the World Mixed Team Relay Championships in Hamburg, but the juniors also, it is a big selection race. So this is the end of the first lap here. Those 4 at the front here are working hard up the climb, and it looks to me as though Jess Fulliger is really putting the hammer down here and trying to break this group up. She's not happy that there's some fast runners in this group. And in fact, it looks like those 2 at the back there are having to work extra hard just to stay on the wheel. And here we have Beth Cook and Sophie Alden rounding the bend. You really can see from here what a climb there is on this course. It's not flat whatsoever. Every lap of this course, they basically head up to this hairpin bend at the top. And you can tell just how hard they're having to work. And it looks like Izzy Hayes has been dropped from the back of that group. You could see where Jess Fulliger attacked up the climb here and down the hill. They clearly have managed to drop Izzy Hayes out of that group, and they can see they're actually looking behind them to see how far behind they are. And as they're heading back into transition now, the lead 3 are going to be racking their bike. They've got a bit of a gap to Izzy Hayes, who they managed to drop on the last lap there. And who's going to be first out? It's going to be Jess Fulliger. It was a rapid transition from Jess. She's heading out onto the run in first place, followed by Liv Mateus and Tilly Anima. And you can see Izzy Hayes there. She managed to solo in without being caught by that group behind. But I think it's going to be Izzy followed by Beth Cook and Sophie Alden. And this is that big bunch. There's well over 20 of these athletes all coming in together. Don't forget, these juniors are all competing for selection places. It's not just about the front of the field. So it'll be interesting to see who comes out from that battle over this 2.5 kilometre run. It's not long. It's one of the shortest runs you're going to get at the end of a triathlon, but it's going to be fast. And you can see the leaders here. This is the lead 3 out on the course. It's a 2.5k run course that they've got to do. It's 2 laps of 1.25k in fact. And you can see here on the out and back, it goes up and down the back straight. It is absolutely pan flat, this run course. And trust me, it is going to be rapid. And it looks like Jess Fulliger there has just dropped off the lead too. So it looks like it is Tilly and Liv. And in fact, as they come in to the home straight, they've got less than 100 metres to go. It's a sprint finish. And it's going to be Liv Mateus who takes the win today. So close there for Tilly in second place. And it's Jess Fulliger here coming in to take third place. She's hung on well there, got dropped by the lead 2 on the run, but has hung on there, just finishing close behind. Unfortunately, Izzy Hayes dropped out on the run. It's Sophie Olden who comes through to take fourth, closely followed by Beth Cook. You can see how tough it's been out there. Look at the looks on their faces. They are totally exhausted. And what a fantastic run by Patience Lamb. She's going to finish first junior, and you can see she's ecstatic by that. What a fantastic run there by Patience Lamb. And so that wraps up the female race today, and you can see here the results of the top 10. So that's a wrap here from the team here at ATW, and I'd like to say a big thank you to the team from British Triathlon and the Super Series guys, also Mallory Park for being the hosts here today, and also the Funky Doodle guys who we've been working with on the video production. We'll see you next time.